Welcome back to Case Closed, Anime Review, Special number 6. Yeah, I was kind of hoping to do an episode of the anime review series, but I didn't get a chance to finish the movie. I pretty much spent most of the day just reading the Fire Force manga, which I just got done. I initially thought there was 186 chapters. Nope, it's 185. But expect a review possibly whenever the next chapter comes out when it comes to Fire Force. I don't know when the next the episodes will be. It's been released on the Funimation website now for at least at least a few days, and yet for some reason I've uploaded the site I normally use. I don't know why. It's bizarre. All right, so we're now back to Case Closed. News chapter of the manga, first time in like I'd say 2 weeks. Yeah, I think it's been like 2 weeks since the last chapter came out. I'm not sure why they decided to, after the release of the previous chapter, after that been the whole chapter released for a whole freaking month, that they decided to take 2 weeks off of the series. I have no idea why. Now, this chapter is called From Your Real Madrid Fanatic Mother. Yeah, that's the name of the chapter. Mm-hmm. Chapter picks up exactly where the last chapter left off, where you have the group basically still on the top of the building, and well, you have Harley and Conan trying to solve the code, and so well, and Manjima, she's the woman who thinks of Harley as her future husband, despite the fact he's in love with somebody else. He's like, eventually, like, she doesn't mean to see Sichi anymore. He like, why? I messaged him, but he couldn't make it here since he's busy. So Conan and I came out here instead. However, if Kudo-kun isn't present, what procedures if Harja-kun are virtuous? It's okay. She comes to follow me right now. Seriously, Conan. Why? Again? That was... Yeah, that's so funny, the fact that she's making this scowly face against Conan. And here's the thing about Rachel. And every single person probably notices about this particular character is that she's completely oblivious to the fact that Conan is her boyfriend. Well, Conan is basically her childhood friend Shichikudo. The reason why he doesn't confirm this is because he wants to protect her from the Black Organization. Yep. Though he did confess that he loved her when he was in his regular Shichikudo form. Yep. So basically they decided just try to solve the code. So let's go off. So let's go off and let's go to. And of course, let's solve the code. Stay serious. Let's have the code. And of course, Buzz like, if you're interested, ensure you don't neglect your promise. Yeah, gotcha. What about the wish? Just probably some nonsense, sir. Don't worry about it. If that's so. I'm gonna go eat something, so they say I go walking. And they walk for a pretty long time, as noted by the butler. They've been walking for 10 minutes and 30 seconds just to go to a pancake cafe. Yep. So they. Yeah, they basically stand there and then basically they figure out, yep, they figure out where they need to go. They need to go to Warehouse 4 at Hydroport. Okay. So yeah, treasure's there. Yep. So yeah, they go to the board and get the title of the book from a real Mordred fanatic mother. They make it out. Why is it a fourth sheet still needed? Last code is rid bolded. Rid is the other words from instruct code, which means only need to erase the arrow signs from overlapping the codes. And of course show him on the actual phone. On his smartphone. Yep, it's like just like CG Nuts has said. Yeah, he first himself as that. Yep, so they go to the port. Okay. Oh yeah, and he first to Conan as Conan-sama. It's only related the answer after Kudo-sama has saw the and informed him. But he's a tad faster than Hidori-sama, who blurred as soon as he solved the code, is he? True, Hidori, you make a valid point. No, you're wrong. Kudo saw the code and immediately, yeah, hey Kudo, Oh, suppose I did it for real. Just kidding. Oh, this is so funny. The fact these two love the banter. Surprised by his loud voice. So they decided to go to Pier 4, Warehouse 4, in, well, Benjama's car. In her. I'm not sure what type of vehicle it is. Let me look at the thing here. It looks like an Oldsmobile, like the current day Oldsmobile, not the older ones from like the 90s. This looks like a modern day one. My pastor drives one of these type of cars, so yeah. So I know what type of cars. It looks like an Oldsmobile. So they decided to go to Tokyo. It's like, so don't worry. So they go to the warehouse, and then there's I think it's like a dock worker, escorts the warehouse 4, and then we see 3 people who are there, and as he was like, and then we see a dead body. Yep, apparently his brains been blown out. Yeah, they spread all over the damn floor. And it turns out that, okay, now they explain that they just found him dead. They got a message to come here, and they found him dead. And Conan confirms these two are the 3 of the 4 brothers who received the code from the mother. Means that person is the eldest son. Wait a second, what's with you guys? We request to solve the code in order to assure the safety and well-being of your eldest brother. Oh. So you're the acquaintance of the wealthy person. Our mother worked as a housekeeper. So, as the reason why you ran up like this, maybe he slept up there and fell to his death. It's not clear it's accident or suicide, though. Hey, did any of you touch the corpse? No, I didn't touch it. Which means neither is an accident or suicide. This was murder. What? It looks like the culprit is amongst you 3. And Ren basically points out that it's time for competition more. Yeah, you're right. No, the first person who arrives through this case is out of the winner, and they just stare at the body. And that's where the chapter ends. It's a pretty good chapter. I mean, it seems like, though, that the writer of the series just got bored with the code thing and just had, oh, let's just have a murder. Okay. That's probably the reason why that he decided to delay this chapter by a couple weeks, because he didn't know what to do. It's like, okay, we had this code, and we solved the code. It seems like the code was solved like partway through the chapter, and then we go to the place, and then the murder happens. My only guess is the reason why they had to have the murder happen because case closed is over having tons of murders throughout the series. So, here's what I expect these characters to show up in the next chapter. Because it's Tokyo. I expect Commissioner McGuire to show up, Takagi, and a third person is probably going to be 1 or 2 people. Either it's going to be Sato, yeah, Takagi's girlfriend, or Chiba. Those are the only 2 I can personally think of. Because normally when Takagi shows up, McGuire shows up too. So these 2 probably definitely show up because they show up in last arc as well. So have these 2 show up. Usually it's about three plainclothes officers shows up every time into a murder case. Sometimes there's more. Depends how big the murder is. But do I think they'll have the entire group there? Probably not. But it's a distinct possibility because it's a warehouse. So, like I said, McGuire, Takagi, and either Saito, Kiba, or even Inspector Santos. He hasn't been seen in some time. Yeah, I think the last time he's physically seen in the series was when he made a brief cameo. It was just, I believe it was before the whole burning tent thing, the burning tent murder. That was the last time he showed up in the series, and I'm hoping he does make a return. I wouldn't mind if he showed up again. So he might make a return, but who knows when it comes to a particular series. I'm going to give this chapter roughly a 9 out of 10. It's a really good chapter. Now, in the case of video today, I didn't have any videos particularly. I was playing another video today, but I figured, though, I want to put a video out today, so I decided to do this. Tomorrow, definitely 2 videos tomorrow. The review of the newest episode of Black Clover, along with the newest chapter of the manga, and the newest dip episode released for Fairy Tail. Aside from that, there is no other videos planned for tomorrow. Nope. There really isn't. Yep. Oh, that's particularly that's it for this particular review. Stay tuned tomorrow for those videos, okay? But see you in the next video. Bye.